we were just really hoping that it humanized him and them, and humanized the idea of revolutionaries, because they're merely human.
Hi, Dominique. How are you?
Hi, Lucy, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Well, I loved you in this film. You were one of my favorite performances, and what a powerhouse of a character.
Yes.
Uh, Fred Hampton is actually mush in your hands, right? You call him out. That's how you get men, right? You call them out on their BS.
Yes.
So, what was
It
it like
was
playing this
an honor
character?
it was an honor to be able to get to do those quiet moments with our heroes. We don't really get to see that a lot. We get to see them bigger and larger than life as he was. But to be able to kind of show that love and show that support him in that way, and support that idea that he is human, and he's relatable was nice. Was a nice touch.
And we live by this anthem. But it's power to the people really worth their ransom.
When I dedicated my life to people, I dedicated my life.
Now, did you talk to Deborah Johnson, who is now known as Mother Akua? Did you talk to her about those scenes?
No, we didn't talk about specific scenes. Before we went filming, we flew to Chicago. Daniel and I, along with Shaka King and some of the producers, to meet in the house that Chairman Fred actually grew up in. And we talked for about like over 7 hours about why we wanted to do the film, like our intentions. Mama Akua pulled Daniel and I to the side and asked us personally how we wanted to approach portraying these characters. And I remember one thing that she said was that the Panthers were very disciplined and they didn't talk out of turn. And it was just some things that she would have never said to Chairman Fred. So I wanted to honor that and how I brought her to life. So the things that she says that maybe Mama Koo was like, I just wouldn't have said that. I made sure that the tone was a bit different, that it came from a genuine place. And I learned that when you get to trust people in that way, you don't have to be defensive or protective. And, at Chairman Fred, he warned that out of people. So I could understand how a fiery woman like Mama Akua could say, I would never say that. Because she always speaks her mind and her truth. And so that was kind of my way into that.
The Black Panthers are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color.
And let's talk about the women of the Black Panther Party. They were strong. They were respected. There was one scene with Lakeith's character, William, is hitting on a girl, and Fred Hampton's like, no, you respect the sisters because they're not only sisters, but they're sisters in arms. I love that scene.
Yes. That's actually something that is talked about, how Chairman Fred ran his Chicago chapter a lot different from other Panther chapters. It was more women in his chapter than there were men.
I've seen pictures of the Black Panther Party, and you saw some of these strong women with their afros looking really regal.
Seeing those pictures allowed me to go natural with my hair. I used to straighten it a lot. I used to be so ashamed of the texture, and when I saw them, I said, "Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I have that. Oh, I'm fortunate." You know what I mean?
And that was part of the negative stereotype in the media back then. That the afro wasn't cool. Even till today.
Yeah, exactly. They was like, you can't come to work. If you're working a 9 to 5, you can't come to work with your afro or with dreadlocks. And we're reclaiming our hair and our power. So I love it.
Yeah, I just watched Bad Hair the other day. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I love it.
It was hilarious, but it really gives you perspective on the women and that battle inside themselves. Like, do I go straight to look like what people want us to look like?
Yeah. Very true. I got to do a panel with her, and she's like incredible. I love it, so I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Anywhere there's people, there's power.
And what was it like watching Daniel play Fred Hampton? I mean, watching it on screen was just like a powerhouse. How about for you on the set?
Yeah, it was an honor. It was an honor of a lifetime for sure, because he really transcended. Like he opened himself up to the legacy and the spirit of Chairman Fred, and he is so generous. He has this superpower where he can see people for who they are, and he meets them where they're at, and that's beautiful. So I'm honored to know him and to have been a part of this story and a part of his his chairman Fred. I said when we wrapped, I told him that he was definitely a great leader, and he's the best Fred a girl could ask for. So
Right. It's such a different perspective that we know the public persona being this almost militant, social injustice activist, but then they show his soft side with you, and it was kind of a sweet dichotomy.
Great, I love it. Thank you.
And he was only 21 when he was assassinated. I mean, that just like hurts your heart, that this man.
Yeah, that was important to go back what you said about the quiet moments that they got to share. Daniel and I really said, we don't have a lot of time to show that part of the humanity, and the fact that they were 19 and 21 years old. They're tasked with this big mission, and they're definitely prepared for it. But in matters of the heart, just because you're a revolutionary powerhouse on the stage and you could say anything doesn't mean you're going to be like that. And we were just really hoping that it humanized him and them, and humanized the idea of revolutionaries, because they're merely human.
Right. Well, congratulations. I loved your role. Thank you.